Hello, this is Greg Beamer or at GB World on Twitter. And today I want to talk about SQL Server data tools. In particular, I'm going to show you three ways of deploying a database from an SSDT project, in particular from a DAC pack. Now, if you want a written version, you want the transcript, go to gregorybeamer.wordpress.com and you'll be able to find one there. What I want to do is I want to start out in Visual Studio right now. And what I've got is a solution called Demo 1. And this is from a course I'm doing for Pluralsight on behavior-driven development. What we've got inside here is a folder called Data, and inside that I've got demo1.helloworld.ssdt. This is the SQL Server Data Tools project, and it's going to create three tables: author, category, and quote. First, I want to go over to SQL Server Management Tools. And I want to refresh this display and show you that there is no trickery going on here. This is a standard install with reporting services and Team Foundation Server. There is no Hello World database at this particular point in time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on the SSDT project and I'm going to click Publish. And what I need to do first is go ahead and select my local database. I can type in local here, or if I wish, I can click the button right here and pick the actual PC name. Either one of these is fine. And I do want to change the database name because I want it to be called Hello World. I don't want it to be called demo1.helloworld.ssdt. And then I'm just going to click OK. And I will click the Publish button right here. And as you can see, it goes through some steps, and it finally says the publish was completed successfully. So let's go back over to SQL Server Management Studio. And then I'm going to refresh again, and as you can see, I've got a Hello World database. So this succeeded. Now I want to show another way to deploy the database directly inside SQL Server Management Studio. You may wonder why you'd want to do it this way, but this is simply so a DBA can bring in one of these DAC packs that a developer has made on a server where the developer has no access. So what I'm going to do is delete the Hello World database. Now it's deleted, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and right click on the databases folder and pick Deploy Data Tier Application. Now the first time you run this wizard, it would have an introduction screen, but I really don't want to show this anymore. So I'm right at the Select Package. Now the package I'm going to pick, since this is part of my demo for Pluralsight, I go to the E drive, Projects, the Pluralsight folder, BDD, Module 1, Demo 1, Data, Demo 1, Hello World Data, and then I have to go into the bin debug folder, and that's the DAC pack, demo1.helloworld.ssdt.dat pack. I go to the next step, and this time I'm going to once again create the Hello World database. I go to the summary screen, and you will notice that here's kind of a summary of what we're doing. I click Next, and the DAC pack gets deployed. Pretty simple. It's going to take a second here because it's got to finish up. And now that it's done, I'm going to click Finish. I'm going to once again refresh the databases folder, and we see once again Hello World's here with the author, category, and quote table. And now I want to show you a third way to accomplish this using Sequel Package Exe. Once again, let's clean up. Let's delete this database. And then what I'm going to do is go over to the file system, and I've created a batch file. Now I'm going to click on Edit, and as you can see in Notepad, I've made the font really big so you can read it. This right here is the executable. This is its location. At least for SQL Server 2012. So program files x86, Microsoft SQL Server, 110 DAC, bin, SQL Package.exe. The action I'm going to do is publish. And the source file I've got right here, of course you would have to aim this to wherever your source file was, wherever the DAC pack file is. And I'm doing target server name of local, even though last time we actually picked the server. And the target database I want to be Hello World. And I've just put a pause in here so you can actually see what happens. So let's go ahead and run this batch file. It's going to run on my other screen, so I'll pull it over. And you can see that it's starting the deployment. This is exactly what you would have seen in Visual Studio if you started reading all of them. It gives you a little bit more information. And then I can press any key to continue. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. And then we go over to the database folders and once again refresh it. And as you can see, I now have a Hello World database once again with the author category and quote table. Okay, so that's it. There are 3 different ways that I've shown you to deploy a DAC pack or the output of an SSDT project. We can either do it through Visual Studio, through SQL Server Management Studio, or we can choose to do it in an automated fashion with Sequel Package.exe. Once again, this is Greg Beamer. On Twitter, I'm at GBWorld if you want to follow me. And if you want a written version of the instructions, go to gregorybeamer.wordpress.com. Peace and grace, and I'll see you next time.